Hello friends, and welcome back to another episode of the Dirt to Daytona Career Mode series. Last episode, we finally got ourselves a finish after just not running great. Let's go ahead and look at the point standings and see where we're at so far. So at Texas, we were able to finish 14th. We started 10th, but unfortunately, I was speeding getting onto pit road, so that black flag really hurt me. But still a decent finish. But we are sitting 30th in the points right now. So our season goal is 2 top 10s. We are still quite a long way away from that, but hopefully we can get one or both this episode. Let's see where we're headed. So we have a very busy July ahead of us. The first race is going to be Kansas Speedway. Alright, let's run some practice and see how bad we are. I also did make the change to manual transmission. Since I have paddle shifters on my steering wheel, I figured why not. I've seen some other people's playthroughs where tracks like Martinsville, you automatically get downshifted to third a lot, and I figured I might as well get used to driving with the manual shifting enabled. Get used to that now, so it's not something I have to deal with later, or deal with learning later. So first impressions, car could definitely use a little more turn, but I say this pretty much every practice session is like I just don't want to make changes right off the rip and then fight myself. Yeah, I think it definitely needs some more turn, center, and off of the corner. I'm going to go ahead and make some changes. Alright, I just made a couple quick shock changes. I also added some grill tape, and I'm going to try and keep an eye on the oil temp this run. I also have already forgotten that I'm doing manual shifting, so I almost blew up in the pits and then also coming out of the pits, so definitely need to pay a little more attention to that. Also, I don't know if you can tell the difference on camera. I got a new chair. My old one I had for probably 4 or 5 years. I used to work at an office supply store, and we had a chair that was returned. It wasn't sellable, so the store manager allowed me to take it home, and I had used that chair for 4 years, but it was making a lot of creaking noises, and even after spraying some WD-40, the noise just wouldn't go away. And also, I'm sure you noticed the popping noises in the last couple videos. I got a mixer for Christmas for my microphone, and I think it blew up my old microphone because it worked fine until I plugged in the mixer, and now I had to switch back to an older microphone we had. I know a little bit more about like the microphone settings and stuff now, so I think I got the microphone sounding better than before, as we get just run over by, I think that's Presley. Thanks, bud. Appreciate that.
Carlo.
But yeah, when I switched back to the old microphone, this one, I guess, picks up a lot more noise. So in some test recordings I did, the squeaky chair was just too much. So swapped out to a new chair. This one's supposed to be pretty silent according to the reviews. So I think think it'll be good. Also, our oil temp just now hit 200 degrees, and we have run 4 laps already. So, I think I can probably throw some more tape on, at least to run qualifying. But I feel like the setup we put in is definitely a little better. So, I'm going to throw some tape and then go qualify. Alright, let's see what we can do. Yeah, it makes sense Presley's top of the board, the guy that was running me over in the middle of the corner. Can't say I didn't see that one coming. One and two seemed okay, nothing special. The truck seems super slow for some reason. Like, just feels slow. I don't know, we'll see what the lap time ends up being, but just feels slow.
Alright, where we play?
35-4. I feel like we ran better than that in practice. Yeah, we're 2 seconds off the pole. And we are continuing to drop. Oh, wow. 18th place. So another start on the outside. Fantastic.
It's a perfect day for racing at Kansas Speedway in Kansas City, Kansas. This brand new state-of-the-art facility has brought NASCAR to the heartland. Although the tri-oval track design is not unique to Kansas, the slight difference in the banking makes this track truly different.
So of course, with another outside starting spot, I'm just gonna try and get to the bottom without making any contact and hope for the best. Also, I have to remember to shift.
There's the green flag. Car low.
Alright, looks like we got a pretty good run to the outside. And then we hit 4th and it just lugs. Oh man.
Car low.
Oh no.
Clear low.
Good lord. Alright, we are hopefully okay. We did not blow a motor. We're good. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. Alright, we are certainly going to pit. And yeah, hopefully we're good. What a start to the episode. My goodness. Alright, we finally caught up to the pack. I'm not gonna skip because I don't want to mess anything up. So I'm just gonna let this play out. Obviously, I'm not gonna make you guys sit through all of this unedited, but man, there's a lot of torn up noses back here in the pack. Alright, it doesn't look like there's that many takers to pit, including all the guys with smashed up noses. So, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 7 of us out of the 36 truck field are gonna pit, so this will certainly be interesting to see where everybody shakes out. Even crashed, I can't get over how good that paint scheme looks. Alright, full of fuel, 4 new tires, repair the damage, Everything else I'm leaving the same. I think we'll be solid. Just hope the bucket heads can get it all fixed quick, and we'll be able to get back out there and pass some people. I love how the sound effects are definitely synced up perfectly to everything the guys are doing. Alright. We actually beat somebody out of the pits. Who knew? Alright, so we've got 17 to go, and it should be 16 laps of fuel in the tank. So in theory, if I can save a little fuel, we might not have to pit again. That's the hope, anyways. Maybe we can leapfrog some guys that have to pit under green and get us a better finish than we deserve.
Get set. The race is going green. There's the green flag.
Alright, so we got 15 laps of fuel, and we've got 16 to go. So the hope is that we can save just enough to not have to pit again. Obviously, any cautions that happen kind of throw that strategy out the window, but
Still there. All clear.
let's see. Are they 4 wide up there? Y'all, we still have 15 to go.
That was a great lap.
Let's see.
Clear high.
I want to see when it hits 13 laps of fuel. Oh, we just got
Clear high.
run into. Fantastic. Alright, so it says 13 laps of fuel as we're exiting 4.
That was a great lap.
So I'm trying to stay in the draft and feather the gas.
Stay high. Still there.
I just made more contact. Yep, I did another 6% of aero damage.
Clear low.
Okay, so we have guys pitting under green already. Alright, so it hit 12 laps of fuel about the same spot as the lap before, so we haven't really
Still there.
saved any just yet. The big thing is, I don't want to lift mid-corner and get run into again, so I have to be
The car head is pitting.
I have to be very cautious with when I lift.
Car low.
Seems like we got more pit stops.
Still there.
Alright, so we hit 11 laps right about the finish line.
Still there.
So
All clear.
we did save a little bit more that lap. And I believe when it says 0 laps, you know, you still have a couple turns worth of fuel. So I think, you know, as long as we don't run out completely going into like turn 1 on the last lap, I think we'll be okay. Also, we've got a top 10 sighting. We are in the top 10. Oh my gosh, we're in the top 5.
All clear.
Okay, so definitely pitting when we did was the right call. I don't know why more trucks didn't pit, but Oh no! Oh no! No caution, no caution. Everybody's fine, keep it green. Oh, please no one run me over. I was not paying attention to driving. I was just looking at the guys in front.
Clear low.
Alright, I think everybody's fine. We're still about a lap short. We haven't saved much yet, but I think
Still there.
we'll be able to save. I'm really light on the throttle coming out of the corner.
You're all clear.
Alright, big lift. Get back to the gas real easy.
Car low. Still there.
Okay, he just entered that corner like I was not there. That's not very polite.
Still there. Clear low.
Alright, we still didn't really save anything that lap. Real big lift into the corner.
Car low.
Trying to get all the draft I can.
The yellow's out.
Alright, so with the yellow out, I think we're in fourth.
Pace car's out.
If I pit, I'm definitely not gonna finish well. That's a for sure. If I don't pit, we might run out and finish last, but we might not. I think we're gonna gamble.
Pace car's off. Get set. The race is going green. There's the green flag.
Alright, 6 to go, and we have 5 laps of fuel. Fantastic. But we're in fourth? Who's in front of me? Whom?
Car high.
Tell me.
Car high. Stay low. Still there. Car low.
No.
Car high.
No. 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 We're fine. Everything is fine.
Car high.
Okay, on the bright side, we are 36 seconds ahead of 11th. So we're fine. We just have to not wreck and not run out of fuel.
Car high.
If I can do that, we will have a top 10.
Car low. Car low.
And we are going to run this puppy out of gas. For sure. For sure. Because we still aren't saving anything.
2 to go.
Even with huge lifts through the corner.
Car high.
This last couple laps, I am going to crawl around this track. Oh, are we a lap down?
Last lap.
Oh, well, I guess we don't have to save then.
Car high.
I love this game. I love how nothing makes sense and everything's made up.
You're low on fuel.
I love all of it. Everything's great.
Car high.
Everything's great.
All clear.
Everything's great.
Car low.
Oh, we're 8th now? Thought we were 9th.
Car low.
Whatever. Yeah, wreck me over the
All
line,
clear.
that's fine.
Top 10, can't complain about that.
Top 10! Let's go! I hope that wasn't too loud, I'm really sorry. Yeah, so the second caution I pressed skip, and I'm pretty sure that's what caused all this tomfoolery, but we finished in the top 10. We got 1 out of our 2 for the season already. Even if I blow up lap 1 next race, this episode is a win. All right, 142 points. So we got a lot of help by some tomfoolery with the cautions and stuff, but we got a top 10. We are halfway now to our season goal. So I'm so happy. So happy. And look at that. We walk away with $40,000. That is a huge sigh of relief after some of the races we've had recently. So hopefully soon we'll be able to get some upgrades. That bumped us up to 28th place in the points. Obviously not going to be anywhere close this year. I'm hoping by 3rd season we can win. 2nd season would be awesome, but if by the 3rd season, you know, we can get a title and move up to Cup, that would be right on schedule. All right, so that finally puts us back over the $200,000 mark. Let's see where the next race is. All right, we're headed to New Hampshire. We've run decent there in the modifieds, so I'm excited to see how we do in the trucks. And look at that, we got 1 top 10. So we are 1 top 10 away from $100,000 at the end of the season. So definitely fingers crossed we can get that. All right, let's run some practice and see what we can do. Definitely carried a little more speed than we needed to. Probably loosen the car up a bit on exit. Entry seems fine, it's just the corner exits where we're in a little rough. Doesn't help too when the fast cars are just running you over into every corner.
Stay low, still there.
All right, let's make some changes. All right, went ahead and made a couple changes. Let's see how we do. Hot merge. Probably could have let off just a bit more. Given a little more brake pedal into it, but everything's fine. Yeah, just run me over into the corner. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. Alright, well, the car felt better off the rip. It felt pretty good before. It just wasn't super fast, but that felt good. I'm gonna qualify. Alright, let's run some qualifying. See how we do. Oof. We ain't doing that. Alright, let's see what we can do. Man, third gear is so short, and then fourth gear just so long. Alright, let's try and get a real good run out of the corner. Did not break enough there. This lap time is not gonna be pretty. Stick, please. Oh no. Oh no. I really wanted it to stick, but that was not happening. Alright, 31.6. We're gonna be mid-20s, I'm guessing. Do we get to start on the bottom? We can start on the bottom. Let's go. 23rd, so I was pretty close with my prediction of mid-20s. Alright. Let's rock and roll at New Hampshire.
Hello, I'm Alan Bestwick, and welcome to Loudon, New Hampshire. At a distance of just over a mile, this squared-off oval has seen some fantastic finishes in its history. Over 100,000 people attend each race, coming from nearby Boston, Providence, and all of New England to see the action at New Hampshire International Speedway.
All right, thank you, Alan. We still got about 3 more rows. Come on, where are we at? There we are. Finally started on the inside. So happy.
There's the green flag. Car high. Car high.
Yeah, so like we get the jump through the first couple gears, and then our fourth gear is just so long compared to the other ones. It just takes forever to get up to speed. Alright, we're fine. We're definitely not sliding anymore. Everything's fine.
All clear.
And we bonked the nose.
Still there.
Sorry, good sir.
Car low.
Now we're 3 wide. This is amazing. There we go.
Still there. Clear high.
Let's not do that going into the corner, please. Alright, we finally kind of made a gap for ourselves, so hopefully we can run some clean laps with no interference from other trucks. We are definitely slower than the guys in front. That's a lovely feeling. on the bright side, if we can just run laps
Way to go.
get an okay finish with the truck not falling apart. I think that will be a solid day for the team. Let's check on the tire wear. Okay, tires look alright. Not sliding too much. Just kidding. Definitely slid that one a little too much. My goodness.
Car low.
Alright, we gave a position back because can't drive.
Car high. All clear.
Oh, we've already got somebody pitting. Interesting. Oh man, we are a little loose into the corner. The truck is fine out of the corner, but definitely building loose under braking.
Car low.
Had to lift a little out of the corner, so you got that spot back. So yeah, coming out of the corner, truck's fine. It's just getting slowed down going into the corner is where we're having the issues. So I think with a better truck, we could run fairly decent here. Just gotta work with what we got, which is this bucket of junk.
Car high.
Alright, we've got 2 laps of fuel left, so we will be pitting next time by. Seems like we've got some takers on pit road.
The car head is pitting.
I am pitting. Oh, brother. Alright. Alright. Come on, bucket heads. Let's get out of here. Back to 35th. I guess we have some guys behind us that hadn't pit yet.
Car high.
Alright, yeah. I was gonna say, I assume at this point we're a lap down. Yeah.
Car low.
Did not have the
Clear
prettiest
low.
pit entry.
10 laps to go.
Can't believe that dropped us this far though. That seems excessive.
Still there. All clear. All clear.
Okay, get that out of the wall. That was looking hairy for a second.
Car low.
Brother! Why?
Car high. All clear. That was a great lap.
Alright,
Car
we just
high.
ran our best lap of the race.
All clear.
Hopefully we can pick off
Car
a few
low.
more positions. I'm gonna say, please don't take us 3 wide.
All clear. Car high. Still there. That was a great lap. Still there. Clear high. Car low. All clear.
Obviously,
5 laps to go.
if we had some more motor in the truck, probably be a little faster, but like the truck grabs the bottom pretty decent, gets around the track pretty decent, just cannot power out of the corners enough to pass anybody, and hitting the wall certainly doesn't help. Looks like we are slowly catching Skorecki. Like he's one of the guys we were running in front of before we pit, so
Car low.
tight out of the corner. I think somebody's blowed up there.
Car low.
Oh hey, it's Bill Lester, who almost ran me over earlier. Oh man, I'm pretty sure we had heated up our tires
Here we go.
something fierce. Oh yeah. Man, the leaders just took the white flag, so we're not just a lap down, we're like a lap and a half down. I just don't think we're gonna have enough to get to Skorecki.
Last lap.
I don't know if it's really worth dive bombing for 24.
Car high. All clear.
But hey, 25th place. The truck is relatively in one piece. Obviously not the prettiest race, but hey, when only 13 guys finish on the lead lap, you can't expect to win those races your first season. Alright, so if you take a look at the points, we got 88 points on the day. Could have been better, but hey, another positive day in the money column, so can't hate that. What a race. So it looks like we dropped to 29th in the points. Yeah, Sands sitting 33rd, finished ahead of us, 32nd, 30th, 31st. Wonder if those guys got off strategy or what happened there. So yeah, we're only a couple points out of 28th, even to 20th. We're only 60 points out of 20th, so another couple good runs. If we can get another top 10 on the season, that'll certainly help us move up in the points, but again, it's our first year. We're just trying to not go under. Alright guys, so that is going to do it for this episode. I just want to say thank you for watching, thanks for subscribing, all that good stuff. Hope I catch you in the next one.